Most of you guys know by now that I got myself a certified pre-owned 2018 Hobie Pro Angler 14 180. Here it is here. There's plenty of mods to actually be made with it. I took you guys through a short of my tackle tray setup, and now I'm going to take you through probably the second most easiest mod you can actually go through, switching out these stock bungees over here for the front hatch. Alright, this is definitely a very popular mod to do with these pro anglers, especially with these front hatches. Now I do plan on putting some sort of H-rail or captain's bridge that goes across this. So taking off these dual bungees can be a little bit of a pain. So I'm just going to do this mod where it makes it a single strap over. Super simple. All you should need is a pair of needle nose pliers and a screwdriver. And there is a back side to it that you'll have to ensure you put some pressure on so it doesn't drop. Now you can see a ton of silicone, which is exactly what I want to see and exactly what we're going to replicate. Now, I don't really need all this, so I'm just going to cut this off. Cut that off, and I'm going to pull this pull tab off, and I am going to use this later. So I'm going to make sure I do the same thing on the other side. Now over here, there is a little Hobie tool that you can buy that fits into this perfectly, but we ain't got time for that, and I don't feel like spending money on something that has one use. So I'm just going to use some needle nose pliers here. Don't mess it up too much. There we go, and then unscrew it. It should just be secured by a knot. Just going to make sure that we mimic the exact same thing on the other side. Alright, again, lots of silicone that I plan on replicating. Needle nose pliers in the grooves, a little pressure, should turn right out. Alright, moving back to these screws that I took out that originally held the bungee. Now I'm just going to put the spacer back in with the screw, and I'm going to use a ton of silicone to seal it all up. Automarine sealant, RTV silicone. It's nothing fancy. Just grab the first thing that said marine sealant on it. So now I'm just going to match up the back side of this piece, exactly how it sits right here, and make sure that it's correct. Now we just match it up on the other side. At all. So I'm gonna take this new bungee that I got from Amazon, and the very first thing I'm gonna do is kind of retrace my steps. Stick it through here, cinch it down with the knot. Now once this is done, I'm just going to stick this back into the hole. Tighten it back up. And the way that I'm going to measure this, we get a perfect measurement, is I'm going to close this hatch. And I'm just going to trace it over these two, ensure they make contact with the nipples. Come back down. This is where it'll be screwed in at. I'm just going to give myself a little bit more access to tie that knot. So I'm going to call it here. And I obviously would rather it be too long than too short, because I could just go back in there and cut it off if it's too long. Don't forget the pull tab. Pull tab's down. This goes through the hole. A knot is tied. It's plastic, so careful not to cross thread it. There we go. Take my pliers. All right, secure it on both sides. Perfect.